Ever since a new president took charge of the Maldives, its controversies with India has been on the rise. However, this diplomatic row between the two countries has now been fraught with dire consequences that are currently being faced by the Maldivian tourism industry. Here's the story.
As Mali scrambles to contain the row over derogatory remarks made against New Delhi by three of its ministers, its impact is already being felt by the island nation. A prominent Maldivian tourism body has called on India-based travel aggregator Ease My Trip to reopen flight bookings via its platform. India is a major source of tourists for Maldives. Over 2 lakh Indians visited the country last year alone. The row began after three ministers, Marsha Sharif, Mariam Shuhana and Abdullah Mazoom Majid, made critical comments about India's Prime Minister. Since the fallout, all three ministers have been suspended amid opposition's calls for greater punishment. And though the Maldives government called the remarks unacceptable, in India the outrage hasn't stopped, with the Boycott Maldives hashtag trending on social media platforms, with posts both from celebrities and the public alike. Known for his China leanings, Muzu stepped aside from years-long tradition of making New Delhi his first foreign visit and instead headed to Turkey. Currently, he is in China for a state visit and on Tuesday appealed to Beijing to intensify efforts to send more tourists to his country. China was our #1 market pre-COVID, and it is my request that we intensify efforts for China to regain this position, he said at a meeting of business leaders in the Chinese capital. Beijing and Mali are also set to sign multiple bilateral agreements. Meanwhile, there's also pressure building up on President Muzu and the three-party ruling coalition, which faces a general election later this year. Multiple opposition MPs and political leaders have demanded he be held accountable. Maldives MP Mikhail Nassim has requested Parliament to summon Maldives Foreign Minister.
We gave the government, I think, sufficient time to take action and to issue a formal apology, but we did not see that happen. And I think it is now time for the Parliament to intervene and question them as to why they have been not taking this issue as seriously as they should be, and what more is being done by the government to resolve the matter and bring a closure to this diplomatic row that is being created by some social media activists as well as senior officials of the current ruling party.
Prominent political figures in the Maldives have also condemned the comments of the ministers. The Maldives National Party referred to the remarks made by the ministers as unacceptable. Similarly, the Maldives Democratic Party released a statement demanding appropriate action against the senior officials in question.
I think this is very uncalled for, and I think this is a very sad incident, which should not happen actually, because when you are in an elected position, you should not engage as an activist. So you have to be more responsible, and also these degrading remarks towards the global leader, Prime Minister Modi, and as well as racist comments against Indian citizens is not acceptable. So we built our tourism on the basis of tolerance and harmony and friendship and hospitality. So this is not acceptable at any level.
Distancing itself from the row, Beijing says it has never asked Mali to reject New Delhi because of its own conflicts, nor does it view cooperation between the Maldives and India as unfriendly or a threat. All of this, as reports suggest, dates for President Muzu's visit to India are being finalized. However, uncertainties prevail over the Maldivian president's proposed India visit.